perfect color representation. Look at this 4K compared to what Dodge gives you. That truck doesn't even look white. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what Dodge gives you. But this, mad clear. Look how clear it is at night. Look at that. That, and then zoom in. Now you can see it. Change the angle. Oh, you want to do some bird watching? Is that the moon? If you go to their website, wolfbox.com, this is what I got, the G900 4K. All right, guys, it's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can tell, we're looking at my Wolfbox. Now, this is my Wolfbox DashCam G900 4K Smart Mirror DashCam. That's what it's called. If you go to their website, wolfbox.com, this is what I got, the G900 4K. All right, now what this is essentially is a replacement for your mirror. It's a digital replacement. I have a camera on the back of my car that's right above the license plate, all right? And this allows me to essentially have a digital display for my rearview mirror as opposed to just the glass mirror, right? I did a video on this recently. I did the full installation video, but I didn't go into detail exactly what this thing is, and I didn't really show you guys the features of it. Now, I've been playing with it for a couple weeks at this point, so I'm pretty familiar with what it is. So this is a 4K dash cam, all right? It also records. So right now we're looking at the rear view. If you slide to the left, now you've got the dual view. So you've got the front and the rear. You can switch sides. And then this is the front. So this is what the front of my the mirror is seeing here. And as you can see, the camera is just on the other side, right? It's just on the other side of the mirror. It's a dash cam. It records. It does have an SD card and all that good stuff. So if you want to just have one dash cam that does everything, this is the perfect solution. All right. So let me show you guys some of the features of this thing that I didn't talk about. So a lot of people were asking, well, what if you install it in such a way that it's pointing down or it's pointing up, right? The good thing about that is you can adjust it on the camera. It's got a digital camera or digital lens that allows you to adjust it. So if you want to just look down at your car for whatever reason, you can do that. If you want to look up a little bit further, you can do that as well. Now, mind you, this is the front view. Let's go to the rear. So you can do the split screen if you wanted to. This is the rear. So as you can see, I am parked with the little, you know, do not enter things behind me. So right now it's too low, but when I swipe up, there it is. I can see everything above me, and I can drive like this. It'll stay just like that. And when I turn my car off, it'll stay like that. Now I can slide it down and go a little bit further. Now, normally I'm right about here. All right. And some of you asked about the brightness. You can always turn the brightness up. You can even zoom in. Look at that. Zoom in and out. So if something looks weird and you want to get a license plate, zoom in. Now, as far as the brightness is concerned, let's see here. There it is. Turn the brightness down, you can turn it up. Dash cam is recording. You see it says 4K, 2.5K. So the front is 4K and the rear is 2.5K. You got your brightness, you just swipe it up. So at nighttime, if you want it completely dim, during the day, if you want it all the way up, boom. So it looks like you can only zoom in the back, okay? So your rear camera is the one that you can zoom in on. And all you do is you touch it, pull down, literally just like an iPhone. All right, so when you touch the settings, you hit that little spin wheel, got your resolution option up here. 4K, obviously. 4K in the front, 2.5K in the rear. Split time, if you want to show the time and all that stuff. Sound record, so if you actually want to record the sound, so when you play it back on your computer as a dash cam, you can hear the sound. If not, you can turn that off. G sensor sensitivity, so basically whenever you hit a bump, or if you throw on brakes, or if something bumps up against the car, it's going to automatically save that clip, right? Now, if you have it on high, it's going to be very sensitive. So you could hit a bump, you could hit a rock or something like that, and it's going to immediately start recording because it's that sensitive. Me personally, I've got it set on high because I want to record everything. Parking time lapse. So boom, when the car is off, you can set it up in such a way that it will record while the car is off. Collision boot recording. So boom, if something happens and your car gets hit, or if someone tries to break in or something like that, it's automatically going to kick in and start recording. I have that off because I've got so much other stuff on my car. I don't need that. Screensaver mode, pretty self-explanatory. Flicker, that's just, you can change the hertz. Click tone. So a lot of people in the comments were asking, I don't like that sound. You can turn it off. I like it because it lets me know that I'm actually clicking on stuff. The volume, obviously. Screen brightness. You can also brighten the screen up in this screen as well. You don't have to do it from the camera screen. Display mode, you got front, rear, left, all that stuff. So when you turn your car on, you can choose whether or not you want it to default to the front, whether you want it to default to the rear, or if you want to do split screen, which is the PIP. Rear image adjustment. So if you want to flip it upside down, you can certainly do that. If you want to flip it the other way up, you can do that as well. Time display, me personally, I've got everything off because I don't want anything on my screen. But if you did time display on, you see it's got the time display right here. It'll tell you 13, well, we're on the 24-hour scale here. 13:33 Saturday, 1/13/2024. That's too much stuff for me personally. I don't want all that stuff on my screen. I just want it to be clean, so I'm going to turn that off. So that's off. 24-hour, why I have that on? I don't, should be 12-hour. Boom. Daylight saving time, time format, reverse mode, full screen display, as opposed to panorama. All right, so that's the rear camera. And once again, you see how I got it high a little bit? Adjust that down. You can have it really low. You can have it looking at the ground almost. Right here is about where you want to be, because that's where most cars are going to be. Reverse mode, got that on full screen. Fatigue reminder, if you get sleepy and it detects it, it will alert you. Speed unit, miles per hour. GPS, all of this stuff is basically straightforward. And then of course, if you want to format your SD, you can do that. I need to format mine. So boom. Let's do some driving. It's an extremely bright day and it's still bright enough for you to see everything. So look at all the stuff that we're passing as I drive. Look at all the landmarks. Trash can, or is that a blue Mustang? That's a blue Mustang, not a trash can, my bad. All right, so let's see if we can back up into that truck right there. So you see that truck? Now look how clear this is compared to what Dodge gives you. Terrible. Very clear. So I'm backing up. Look how clear that is. And then let's say if for whatever reason you needed to zoom in on it. Mind you, I'm doing all this with one hand. Zoom in on it. Wanted to see that license plate. Boom, there it is right there. Now, of course, I can't see it because we're zoomed in at an angle, or I'm parked, my car is parked at an angle. Then zoom out. But look how clear that is. You know what I'm saying? Perfect color representation. Look at this 4K compared to what Dodge gives you. That truck doesn't even look white. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what Dodge gives you. But this, mad clear, right there on it. And this is good if in the event that you look in your rearview mirror and you see a cop and you're curious, oh, is that a cop? Is that police? Zoom in, then you can see. Look at that. Oh, is that a cop right there? Oh no, that's just a regular white Ford Explorer. We're good to go. See? As I'm passing it, plenty of room. Seeing all the cars. Look how wide the car is. You can still, wide the angle is. Boom, so that's the front. Right there, what's that, a Lexus? Look at the license plate, JCM 5677. Now I can see it on the camera. I'm not sure if it's coming through on the camera that I'm filming on, but I can see it on the dash cam. I can actually see the license plate on the dash cam. I'm just not sure whether or not my Sony camera is picking it up. There it is. See how clear that is? Let me get up on it. Yeah, see what I'm saying? You can see the license plate from the front. And then in the rear, got somebody behind you. Let's see if we can get to another stoplight real quick. See? I'm in the front seat of that car right there. I'm in the front seat of that Honda, and then I'm out. So if for whatever reason you want to see somebody's license plate, or you want to see what's going on in the front seat of their car, you can do that with this dash cam. All right, so as you can see here, I'm parked. You see that van behind me? Zoom in. Now you can see the license plate. And you say, oh, it's too high. Just scroll it down like that and then zoom in. Now you can see it. Change the angle. Oh, you want to do some bird watching? Is that the moon? Or you want to see what's going on in the trees, perhaps? Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Like, this thing is crazy. Oh, you can see these people over here. You may want to get in there in the house and see what's going on in this front window right here. See what they doing. Not that I advocate, peep and Tom or anything like that. I'm just saying you can do so much with this camera. It's ridiculous. So this is the daytime driving portion. I'm going to show you guys the nighttime portion in about 2 seconds. 2, 1. Look how clear it is at night. Look at that. Look at that Challenger. All right, guys, nighttime. So this is the lowest setting. This is the brightest. It may be too bright for the screen. Let me dim it a little bit. So I mean, like, look how clear that is. Plenty of light. You got your 2 screens. That's forward right there. Of course, you can, pull it down a little bit, however you see fit. Split screen, and then you got your rear. Then you can zoom in, zoom out. I'm telling you, it works. Now, let's do some driving here. So I'm not just gonna leave it at that and call it a day at night, but let's do some driving. All right, as you can see, it's not pitch black at night, but I mean, it is nighttime and I've got 5% tint. Look how clear that is and bright that is. A lot of people were worried, was it gonna be bright enough at night? Was it gonna illuminate the back camera enough? Look at it. Everything's still color accurate. It's much brighter than it is outside. So I mean, the brightness on the actual camera is turned up really nice. But look, you see the bridge and everything right there? See how dark it is? Looking at the bridge, look at it here on the screen. See? Look at the bridge. Very light. So if you've got dark tint like me, because I've got 5% all the way around, I take that back. I've got the legal limit all the way around because my car is completely legal. But if you've got dark tint, this helps, because with my old mirror, or without the wolf box, I couldn't make out any of the cars behind me. I couldn't tell what was what. It just looked like shapes and I could see. I'm trying to get over. I'm sorry. I could see headlights and that was it, but I couldn't make out like the make and model of the car that was behind me. But with this, look, you know what I'm saying? You're seeing all the cars behind you, the makes and models. See? That's a Honda right there. You can zoom in. I'm looking in the front windshield. Now there's a glare on the camera, but there's also a glare that's showing up on my camera here. But trust me when I say it's. And then of course, if you want to brighten it up, you can brighten it up. You want to dim it down, you can dim it down. You see that car? And then there it is right there beside me. So see, look, pitch black, completely pitch black behind me. This dash cam does a very good job of illuminating at night, especially when it's pitch black. Because look, dark road, all you see is my headlights behind me. And you still see my red light trail of my tail lights. Look at this car that's passing. See? guys, so this is the same location from earlier today with the 3 do not, you know, cross or whatever. So that's that. And then you brighten it up, still extremely bright. Now if you look behind me, it's pitch black. Like, that's pitch black right there. You can't see anything, but somehow I know that the camera can. Wolfbox, man. So this is the G900. So this is the 4K option here. And then when you switch it to the front, still clear. And all I got is my headlights illuminated. It's real, guys. Check it out, man. Wolfbox. Peace.